Welcome to Calming Confectionery. I'm Janina Hamilton, and I'm here to help you explore strategies, share inspiring stories, and provide practical tips to help you overcome self-doubt and limiting beliefs, and set and pursue ambitious goals with confidence, all while avoiding burnout. Whether you're growing a business, building a passion project, or working on your personal goals, this space is for you. So let's dive in, silence your inner critic, and create the life you've always wanted, all while taking care of yourself along the way. Welcome back to the Calming Confectionery podcast. I think I say this every time, but I am so excited that you are here, that you are choosing to learn more about how you can make your work from home life more balanced. And I think too, I say this every time, but I'm so excited about this episode because I'm telling you all about what I'm bringing back, something that I did in February that was a huge hit, and we want to invite you back to it. So I know, even from experience, that there's always something going on in your head that you're like, oh, I want to do X, Y, Z more. I want to do this more. I want to do this better. But one of the things that especially women say very, very often is, I want to drink more water and I want to move more. But we say that and then we don't do anything about it. Or we try to start, but something always causes us to fall off of that. I find that a few of the things that happen is we decide that we want to do something huge. Like we want to drink a whole gallon of water every day. Or we want to take a 30-minute walk, and we want to do the gallon a day when we haven't even been drinking a bottle of water a day. Or we want to do that 30 minutes when we haven't been taking a daily intentional walk at all. We haven't been walking 5 minutes at all. And so we want to take that and really boil down how you can establish a habit of doing those two things and what the benefits of doing those two things are based on what experiences that were had back in February. So this is what happened. I decided, because I've been walking daily. I think today, as of today, it's day 581. So that's over a year. Like we're approaching 2 years of taking a daily intentional walk, whether that was 5 minutes or 25 minutes or even longer. But I decided that I wanted to do that for me. And so my accountability was posting that I did it on Instagram. And I know that I had done it and I did it well for a little while. Like I think it was like almost a month. And then I fell off and I was like, you know what? I think the problem is that I'm trying to do too much. So even if it was raining outside, I did a walk inside. I turned on like one of the Fit On things because that's a free app that you can use. And I did a daily intentional walk. So now I'm at day 581. And that accountability by posting on Instagram, that helped me to continue. And then I decided, okay, well, I'm going to drink water when I wake up first thing in the morning. And you have to prepare for that. So I got my water bottle and I fill it up at night and then I put it on my nightstand. So the first thing I do in the morning is take a drink of water. Now, it doesn't have to be like a whole glass, because if you haven't been doing this before, trying to drink a whole glass of water is not going to work. But saying, hey, I'll take a sip of water because I now have my water on my nightstand, you're going to do that, right? And then throughout the day, you start craving more and more water and you drink more and more water. So I wanted to celebrate day 500 with you, and I shared to my email list. If you want to get on my email list, I will put a link to my free self-care work from home guide, and that way you can get on there and see more of what we do in Janina Hamilton coaching. But I decided I wanted to celebrate day 500. So by getting others to do the same and helping others to do the same, by taking a daily intentional walk, no matter how long, and by drinking water first thing in the morning when you wake up. And I did. And 12 women joined me in that challenge. Now, we did 7 days. We were in a Telegram group together. So we posted and shared that we were each drinking our water and taking our walk. I gave pep talks in the middle of the day, and we also just celebrated each other as each one was sharing what she was doing. And that turned out so well. But I think what I found most interesting was that it wasn't that it was like, let's drink water and that's great, or let's take a walk and that's great. But it was what happened when they drank water, what happened when they took that intentional walk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just read some of the benefits that some of the ladies had from just doing this. So what was the biggest benefit? Oh, and they had a workbook that they could write down their intentions in, that they could refer back to and kind of journal through, answer some questions. How did they do? How are they feeling? And what's going on? Okay. So one of the questions in my post-challenge survey was, what was your biggest benefit received from the challenge? One lady said, less swelling in my hands, more frequent bowel movements. Now, I know women, we really sometimes do have an issue with constipation, more frequent bowel movements, less dry eyes. She said it was easier for her to take her contacts out at the end of the day, and then more brain power. One said, I was so excited to see my water intake increase, but much more than I anticipated. I have zero expectations, in fact, that I would accomplish much past day 2. But despite travel plans, so she kept through traveling, like got on an airplane and traveled, I stuck to it and I reached a much higher goal, and maintaining it after seems so much more doable because of the challenge. Another one said, the motivation allowed me to eventually create a habit that I did without even thinking about it. So she created new neural pathways. Learning that I can do anything for 5 minutes. Anything for 5 minutes. Nothing says that your walk has to be 30 minutes to qualify as a walk. 5 minutes is enough. I slept better, felt energized, no need for the morning coffee. Not as much brain fog. I feel like my digestion improved. I have less belly bloat. She says, sorry for this TMI, but I was doing more number 2 waste. So two women said, no, more number 2 waste elimination, which no doubt contributed to less belly bloat. So these 2 seemingly small things, small habits, the results that they received in 7 days were huge, absolutely huge. And you can have this too, because I am running this again. This is happening again, but it is going to be new and improved. So if you want to stay stuck where you are, if you want to stay, stagnant, not having any energy to do what you want to do after you get off from work, then don't join this challenge. That's fine. You don't have to join. You can try this on your own. But I'm showing this to you now and telling you this and sharing what others said, that the accountability also helped them, that they were seeing what other people were doing, and that helped them as well. Let me go through and find what one said. Let me see. If you wanted further assistance in establishing further healthy habits, what would that look like for you? She said, I do well with group efforts and a buddy system. One said, accountability partners. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? Let's keep this going. But I did ask, what was something that could make this better? And one person said, and I feel like this is really like the thing, is that I think the challenge was great. Maybe make it 10 days next time, because that would pull you through the weekend, because it'll start on a Monday, and it'll pull you through Saturday and Sunday, and then keep you going through Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That way you're not missing, you're not getting into a slump through the weekend, and know that you're still going to have somebody on day 8 to keep you going through and past the weekend. So we're going to do that. We're going to have a 10-day challenge. And we're going to have a kickoff meeting instead of it being setting your intentions on your own and just putting it in the group. So on Sunday, May 11th, we're going to have a kickoff meeting with all of you who join. And then we're going to have the Telegram group, and we're going to talk to each other every single day. And we're going to do that for 10 days. And then after that, there's going to be something special for those of you who do join. So I can't tell you what it is, but you'll have to come and join us to see what that is, because I did develop something that would help you to continue with that accountability. And I would love for you to come and see what that is. But you see what could happen in 7 days for you. Imagine what could happen with you for 10 days and beyond. So come and let's join this Hydrate and Walk 10-day challenge. And if you come, show up in the Telegram group every day, or you post on your Instagram story and tag me for 7 out of the 10 days, you're going to win a free Voxer for a day with me, a coaching session. Well, you'll be entered for a chance. One person will win. So your name will get thrown into a hat every time that you complete that. And we will make sure that one of you gets a Voxer for a day. So whatever it is that you want to talk about with me, however I can support you, we'll talk for 7 hours off and on through the walkie-talkie app. And it may be through Telegram, depending on what you would like. But we want to talk to each other and get some things hashed out. But first, you've got to join the Hydrate and Walk Challenge. Now, you saw the benefits. I'm not telling you what I said and what things helped me, because I do know that there is an increase in energy, more brain power, less craving of coffee, better digestion, more bowel movements, all of those things just from walking every day and taking in more water. Imagine what that could be for you. So the link to join is in the show notes. Now, make sure that you take the time to share this with another woman in your life. Share it with just one woman, because that's what some did. They shared it with people that felt like they could benefit from it as well. And they joined and they did get the benefits from it as well. So share it with one of your girlfriends who you know is like, you know what, I'm just so tired at the end of the day. I don't know what's going on. Let's get them on the walking and hydrating challenge so that you can do what you want to do, so that you can do what you need to do better.